welcome back to Making It with Minglet. Due to a little technical difficulty, excuse my voice. I don't know. I guess the pollen's getting the best of me, but I had started this page and my daughter called right in the middle. Instead of hitting pause, I hit the stop button. So rather than start all over, I am going to just tell you what I have done. I had taken my little short stubby pencil and I had put some little squiggle lines and added some just some little areas to break up the blocked colors on here. This was a brayer off sheet, and I had taken an envelope that came from my neighbor, who also brought me some delicious cupcakes for my birthday, and I wanted to use some of that, and that's these little willowy pieces here. And then this was from the brochure from the Mass General Store in Winston-Salem. You've heard me talk about the Mass General Store because you can get some of the most delicious cakes or not cakes, but candies. And they have like all the candies are in barrels and just lots of fun. And so I kind of enjoyed, being able to have those. So I had my husband, he said, what do you want to do today? And my daughters wanted to buy dinner for us, and we had already decided we were going to have Dario, which is kind of like it's like you can drive through or you can go in. They have just hot dogs, hamburgers, but they have the best French fries in town, always. I mean, they're always top quality. You're always glad that you have French fries because they're big, fat, long, crinkled fries, and we really enjoy them. So, anyway, I'm going to open one. This is like a Hershey Kiss, except it's got this little orange thing. But I'm going to be very quiet for just a little bit because I'm going to open this. And I love it, the psychedelic colors. That's the reason I got it. I think it's like raspberry. And I've eaten one already, but when you get to, you got the white chocolate, and it's got the little swirls on it. And then you have like some little raspberry crispy things inside. So while I'm working on this, I'm going to add this happy birthday here. And I think I want to put it, I don't know, do I want it there? Excuse me while I enjoy this candy. Maybe about right there. I think that's where it needs to be, right there. And this is page 42. And it's not my birthday anymore, but you know what? My kids celebrate birthdays for a whole week, so I guess it's okay if I started Friday celebrating and I'm still celebrating on Sunday. I think it's probably okay. Since I can make up my own rules. Yeah, I'm old enough for that now. Now, I had already, when I did the first cut on this, I had already said, what I had decided to do, and it's keep in touch with your family by any means. With my with my brothers and sisters, nieces, nephews, we have a family chat. And then with my immediate family, we have a family chat as well. And it's how we keep in touch. But with our extended relatives, we don't keep in touch like we used to. And that was recently become very apparent, after the death of one of my cousins. So that's one of the things that I found, things to do now that you're 60. I've had this book for 5 years. I'm now 65. But keep in touch with your family by any means. So that's going to be our quote that we're going to use today. Let me see if it's dry enough to write on it. still a little bit damp. Keep in touch to the crispy part of this. We won't be checking blood sugar for a little bit. Because it's going to be off the scales there. And I should know better, but you know what? Every once in a while, the nutritionist said that it's better to indulge occasionally than to indulge all the time. So, I didn't get but 3 of them. I was very select when I went through the store. I kept in mind that, I really didn't need to be eating a lot of it. But these are yummy, and I will definitely be getting more of them because I had not seen them before. But like I said, what I really liked about it was the colors. I didn't really care how it tasted on the inside. But isn't that beautiful? I love it. It's like me. It's a little wild, wacky, and shiny. I like it. Keep in touch with your family. By writing on this paper that's a little bit damp, it's making this blur just a little bit, and I really don't have a problem with that as long as we can read it. And this is not, it does not have who it's by, but this book is from Graham Kent. So it did not have quotations, so I'm not going to put quotations on it. Not only should we keep in touch with our friends, our family, we should keep in touch with our friends, because you never know what somebody is going through. And just a hi, hello, I've been thinking about you, things like that can be very, very crucial for many friends. They may not tell you that they're having a rough time or, things aren't as good as they could be due to health or just, life. Life gets heavy sometimes. So, I just thought that was a very meaningful thing. And when I had the opportunity to spend some time with family members over my birthday and my special friends, and I just really appreciate, the people that I have in my life. And you, by watching my videos, you are part of my family, extended family, and I'm very grateful for my artistic friends. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you, and I thank you very much for your support and your encouragement. And I enjoy watching other people's channels, and I like to leave comments and let them know, hey, I like what you're doing, or I enjoyed, what you said today. It resonated with me. It only takes a few minutes to do that, and you may be busy. I mean, I stay busy. There's times that I don't get up to the craft room every day. Sometimes I'll do 2 or 3 videos in one day, but that's just because I have that time. I like if it rains, I get up here and I work, but I've been trying to get stuff done in my yard. We've had pine needles put out and all that, and I got a message from one of my friends, and they said, hey, I hope you're having a good day. And it meant a lot to me. I just appreciate knowing that, you're not alone, that there are other people that are, just making it through life day by day for whatever reason. And They took time out of their busy day just to say hello or happy birthday. So there you have it. This is our page 42. And I'm not sure where I'll use this piece of foil, but it's too pretty not to use it. I do have a container in my closet that I put foil in, and it's not just like silver foil. Anytime I get foil from candy, as long as it's not doesn't have the chocolate on it, it comes off clean, I will use it. And then this little piece will show up somewhere. I'm going to put it in my little bitty jar over here that has my little whatnots and doodads. So there you have it. We have page 42 in the books, and I think I need to use a darker marker on the 42. So let's put it, I think it would be nice like right here. And I'm going to go ahead and mark this page. It just makes it easier for me if I have them marked in advance, or I have something there to, because keeping up with it is not as easy as it could be. That's just because I'm forgetful. So there we have it. This was just a brayer off sheet. I took some antique parchment and kind of, softened it a little bit. And I've used my Mass General Store down in Winston. I used my brochure. I used the envelope that came from my birthday card from my friend Carol. And I will keep this because the older she gets, the more special these cards are. You've heard me talk about her. I love her dearly. And, putting things in my books, that she's given me or thinks I can use really means a lot to me. So until next time, be well, my friends, and reach out to somebody and say, hey, I'm thinking about you today. It doesn't hurt, and it certainly will brighten their day, lift their spirits. And, I don't need an attaboy for that. I just need people to know that I do care, and that no matter what they're going through, if I haven't seen or heard from them in a while, I want to check on them. I want to just let them know, hey, I'm here. If you need to talk, I'm here. I'm extending my hand for you. And if you want to talk about it, just let me know. So until next time, be well, my friends. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.